Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. So today we're going to be doing a video that I did a couple of days ago, and I noticed today when I was editing it that it was just too dark, and rather than me not put it up, I just thought I would recreate the same look again. Let me get this palette out. So it's the one that I recreated the first go around with the Mikayla Glamlite 10 colour palette. It's absolutely beautiful, and I don't mind recreating the look because I really did like it. It's on Instagram, but this is what the palette looks like. Before I do that though guys, I want to put highlighter on. I've got no highlighter on, and I want to use the matching highlighter palette here. So it's the Mikayla Glamlite Highlighter Part 2 palette. I can get this plastic off, which I can never do. Don't know why I keep it on really. That's it's a beautiful, oh, I've dug the plastic in. It's a beautiful highlighter palette. I've ruined this one a little bit. I want to use that one. It's got a white to blue shift. In fact, I might mix that one and that one together. But shall we do that first? Yeah, let's do that first. Let's zoom you in. And I'm going to be using my new favourite highlighter brush, which is the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill JH09. Yeah, we'll mix Starstruck and Blinding together. And you seriously don't need a lot of this, guys. It's just, I mean, not a lot of people will put this on their face, but I am. I don't care. I absolutely love colourful highlighters. You need to be careful though that it doesn't go in any lines or in any texture, otherwise it just makes you look older than your years. Because they've got glitter in them. Put a bit more on the left. On the right, not the left. Right, so that's that done. I think I'm going to leave the plastic out of it. I know it comes with it for a reason though, but every time I'm just going to place it loosely on top then. Because obviously it comes with the palette for a reason, and I don't really want it to go bad without me not having it in there. So what I did is went in with my Too Faced chocolate bar first into the white chocolate shade to set my concealer. So where's a brush for that? I don't even think I've got concealer on today, so this part was irrelevant. Anyway, we've done it now. And then I went in with Salted Caramel from the same palette, just as a very light transition shade. So we'll do that next. And the only change I'm going to make from that look on Instagram is obviously I've used the highlighter and I'm going to be using a different lipstick. So that's just a heads up there. In this mirror I can see every single pore and it's embellished. It's not, my face isn't looking good. Okay, we'll get some white chocolate on again before I put the palette away. Right, let's take the plastic out of that. Okay, so first of all we're going to go in with this one, Carrot Cherry. Probably not pronouncing it right, but I'm going to go in with a smaller JH 40 brush. just take it into the crease. I'll probably have to blend it out in a minute as well. And the look I did in day 2, so the look I did yesterday, that's fine, the lighting was fine, I think. I'm hoping, because I don't want to recreate that as well. And then I think I used Chorico, this one here, just on the outer V as well. So I'm just going to use the same brush. Yeah, I'm just going to keep it on the outer V here. And then I'm going to go in with the butterfly, this one here. And originally on the first day I did try it with a brush, but it's better just to go in with your finger, so that's what I'm going to do. It's beautiful. This is why I didn't mind recreating this look again today, because it's absolutely stunning. It's very unique to the palette. It's almost like a petroleum eyeshadow. I did say in the original video that I did it was like a blue-brown shade. I don't think it is, but it does remind me of, and we'll put it to the test in a second. It does remind me of a shade out of the Sydney Grace and Mel Thompson Tiny Marvel palette. I can't remember the name of it. I've only used that palette once for the look set. I did when I bought the palette last November. I think it came in December though. Came at the end of the year. And I was saying to my friend Lisa yesterday, I'm getting to the point now where I'm just getting fed up of, you know, of buying palettes and then only using them once and them going to the back of a drawer. So I'm going to try and hold off buying so many eyeshadow palettes. I've got a P. Louise package coming tomorrow. I don't know what's in it because it's a mystery box. I think it's coming tomorrow anyway. It's at the sorting office, and normally when it's at the sorting office it comes out the next day. So I feel like it definitely will come tomorrow. And I think that's it. Definitely it for this month. And I really don't know if I want to get anything else now going forward. I think I'll just, until like Black Friday time, I think I'll just concentrate on using the products that I've got. I mean, this is a new palette, so you know I could use this over and over and over and probably not get bored with it. I could bring the Glamlite Cake palette out as well that Cameron got for me last year. So there's no need to be buying all these different palettes. It's just colour stories and packaging always like kind of like pick me. But I don't need to pick anything because I've got so much. Right, for inner corner guys, so for inner corner I'm going to use the JH42 and I'm going to use Blossom, that one there. Beautiful. It is a green, but it's more like a green gold. Let's add a bit more of that. Let me know if you've got this palette and let me know what you think of it. I know at least 2 people after I got mine that have bought it. I'm really interested to know what your thoughts will be on the palette when you finally get around to using it. It is just such a stunning palette and I do recommend it, but my thoughts are on it that the shimmers, they're not the same formula as what's in the cake palette. To me, they're not. The ones that are in the cake palette are very, very glittery. These do have some glitter in them, but they're not as glittery, which I expected to get that formula in this palette, and that's the formula that I wanted. These ones feel a lot like the Beauty Bay formula, where it's nice and wet. It's a really, really nice formula, but Beauty Bay is like £15, and this one was nearly 30. So I'm not saying I wouldn't have bought it if I knew that the formula was different. I'm just saying it's not what I thought I was getting. But I did hear that Glamlite have changed their formula, so maybe this is the formula that going forward will be in every Glamlite palette for the shimmers. Now for the mattes in the palette, yeah, they're alright, but they don't wow me in any sense. I buy Glamlite's formula for Glamlite shimmers, or for the shimmers that I got in the cake palette, so I probably get the older ones, and I don't know about the newer ones, because I don't mind the formula, as I keep saying, but it's not the same formula as what's in my Glamlite cake palette. I'm just going to go back in with Chorico for the lash line. Nice to have the palette though. And you would think that I'm a Mikayla fan, wouldn't you? Having the eyeshadow palette and then also having the highlighter palette, and I'm not. You know, I do watch her occasional shorts that she puts out, but other than that, I didn't buy these products to support her because I don't really know that much about her. Other than what I see on TikTok, and you know, I've watched a few shorts. And there has been some drama around Mikayla lately, especially on Reddit. I'm not going to go into it in this video because I'm not a drama channel, but I'm just saying I have read some things about her, and yeah, that's all I'll say. There always seems to be drama about her though on Reddit, criticising her, and it's such a shame that these influencers get criticised when they reach a certain amount of subscribers and, you know, do well for themselves, because in my opinion people are just jealous. Okay, right, I'm going to go in with the butterfly again. This is a beautiful shade. It just gives you that nice smoky eye. It's more, I would say, more a going out eye look, this. It's not for every day. Right, and I've definitely made a dip in it already. You can see it here. If that was used on a regular basis, I'd pan that quite easily. What I want to do now, just before I put lipstick on and before I forget altogether, I want to get my Sydney Grace palette, and I want to try and see if that shade in that palette is a dupe for the one that I think it is. It looks very, very similar. Right, so Tiny Marvels, and it's that one. Scarab, it probably isn't, but I mean, it's giving me the same vibes. Yeah, it's definitely giving me the same vibes. So that's Scarab. And we'll swatch the butterfly now. No, I would say that's got kind of like a plum base, like a grey to purple plum base, and that's more blue brown. So ignore me. I've not used a palette in a while, and I just thought I would do some comparisons. But it's not similar at all. I don't think I've got a shade in my collection like the butterfly, so I'm glad to have Mikayla's palette. This one's a beauty though as well. So yeah, there is that. Lipstick, I thought we'd go kind of grungy today, so I thought I would use my Huda Beauty Dirty 30 lipstick. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's a really nice cool toned lipstick. So let's just pop a bit of this on. Absolutely adore that lipstick. And the formula is really, really nice. I think that's it. I just want to blend this bronzer out of my head. I've gone a bit happy clappy with it. Right guys, I'm really, really happy with the way this look is coming out. So this is look day one. This is the beautiful Mikayla palette. Absolutely stunning. Some stunning shades. I've not used the greens yet. I'm holding off on the greens. Well, I have used the majority of the green shimmers. The only one I haven't used, the only green I haven't used is January 23rd. I've used both of these. I've used that for inner corner highlight. I've used that for... I've also used that now as well. And yeah, I think it's a beautiful palette, but I was expecting them to be more glittery than what they are. The eye look that I've got on now is quite glittery. You can see that it's quite glittery hopefully in the camera there, but then the more neutral shades like Teddy weren't so glittery, and you can't feel the glitter like on your fingers when you're tapping it onto your eye as well, like you can with the Glamlite Cake palette. So that's just a few of my own personal thoughts. To me, the formula of this one doesn't feel like the other formula that I've tried, but I have only tried one other palette from Glamlite, so I'm not really the expert on it, but that is just my own personal opinion. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Let me know which look you like the best, looks 1 or 2. Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're doing day 2, look 2. With the beautiful Mikayla palette. Really, really is a stunning palette. Let's take that out. So this is what she looks like. Today, I'm not really sure whether I want to go in with Teddy, this one here, or Aspire, this one here. It's like a green gold. Let's have a look. I think I might use them both. The only thing, if I use them both, it's only one look. I guess we're just doing 2 looks with this palette, then I'm not free. I mean, I could do the green, but I'm waiting to hear if I'm going to do a collab with it. So they're both the shades. I think it would look really, really good. Maybe with the brown all over the lid and then this in the kind of centre to give that really nice halo eye. I'm still going to use my Too Faced chocolate bar because those browns in that palette are just too dark as a transition. So we'll use Salted Caramel again. I think I might use a different brush today. This one, JH30. Let's zoom in. Okay, that should do. And then some of the browns are going to be the same ones I used yesterday. So instead of going in with the lightest brown in the palette first, I might just go in with Chorico and then use Tea Time on the lash line. That actually looks black, not brown. I don't know. I'm going in with this JH40 brush. Really like this brush. Into Chorico. I will say just right off the bat, the ones that I've tried in this palette, the shimmers, they're not as good as the ones from the Cake palette. Just my opinion guys, it doesn't make it a bad palette. I'm just saying I expected that formula and I haven't got it, so I'm a little bit disappointed about that. I mean, in the palette they do look a bit glittery, but when you put it on the lids, I'm just not getting that glitter that the Cake palette has. So I could get similar looks from a Beauty Bay palette, I think, which is a little bit disappointing considering Beauty Bay palettes are a hell of a lot cheaper. I'm going to put some more white chocolate on the brow bone. Oh, I'm dreading tomorrow, guys, what we're going to be learning in this course that I'm doing. So I've got through a week fine, not a problem. I'm on time with the assessments, so it's looking like I'll pass the course at the end of the 3-week period, but then another course starts for another 10 days, so it's like a 4.5-week course, which is just draining the living hell out of me. But yeah, hopefully I'll come away smarter and I've learned a little bit more and be able to get a job in that field. I'm studying things like graphic design, digital marketing, social media, which is the area that I want to get a job in. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it will happen once I've got my certification that I've studied on that course. So I'm not even going to go in with a brush. I'm going to go in with Teddy first. Yeah, I'm going to use it all over the lid, I think. Let's see. It's a really nice chocolate brown. Oh, that's pretty. Now I'm going to leave a gap here and use the other shade. I'm just going to build Teddy up first. Gorgeous. Right, then I'll go in with my little finger and go in with Aspire. I mean, like I said, they're not bad eyeshadows, they're just not what I thought they would be. The formula is really good. I'm taking this into about halfway, I think, the Aspire shade. And the eyeshadows are really soft as well, guys. I mean, anyone would think I'm a Mikayla fan. I'm not. I mean, I don't mind her. I don't have an opinion on her either way. I have started watching some of her shorts, but yeah, I wouldn't say I love her. I do love her eyeshadow palettes that she's brought out and a highlighter, and that's why I got it, but I wouldn't say I bought them to support her. It's just not something that I do. If I like something, I'll buy it. If I don't, I won't. It's as simple as that, really. So let's put this Blossom shade in the inner corner. So really, the only thing I haven't used is this January 23rd and then these matte greens here. But like I said, I'm going to save that just in case this collab happens. I'm not 100% sure it's going to happen, but we'll see. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with this liner brush, JH43, and I'm going to go in with Tea Time, that one there, which looks black. I think that is black. It's either a black or a really dark brown. No, I would say that's black. Would you guys? That's dark brown. I'd say that's black. I don't know though. I mean, it's not a very dark black if it's black. Let's put the mascaras on. I said in yesterday's video I just want to use the Colourpop Act Natural and just see how that works out by itself, because normally I use a primer underneath it and I do like the way that looks, but I just want to see and get an overall opinion of how I feel about it by itself. Yeah, that's not too bad. And now I want to get one of my new lipsticks that I brought into the collection. Right, so we're going to be using this. Now this is a dupe for the Huda one, you'll be able to tell from the bullet. It's one of W7's major mattes and it's in House Red, I think. Yeah, House Red. Let's take the sticker off. I have used it, I don't know why that's still on. They've got another one called Bond Girl, which I think I'll get at some point, but I just want to try this out and make sure I like the formula. So it just looks like that. Absolutely stunning. And it's matte, guys, like the Huda ones are. I'm just gonna pop a bit more of those eyeshadows on, so starting with Teddy. Liking this look. And these are quite unique eyeshadows to my collection. I don't think I've got anything like this. And that's what I'm trying to do now, guys. I'm trying to buy things that I just don't have in the collection. I don't just want repeated eyeshadows all over from different brands. Okay. Right, so we'll put this away. But this is the overall look, guys. Let me know what you think. Did you like day 1 or day 2 better? And I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.